Hey, hi, howdy, what's going on, guys? It's your boy. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing another episode of Meal Prep Monday. I don't know if I'm going to be doing one next week. I want to go ahead and give you guys this warning before I get too far into this video. Today I'm going to be making pizza. And I know pizza's probably like not the best thing to meal prep because I heat up everything in the microwave or whatever, but I'm like, you know what? I like pizza. I'm craving pizza. Pizza's good. It's something that's really easy to make for a really affordable price. So my goal is just make one giant pizza, and I'm gonna cut them up into squares and then kind of distribute it into like 5 or 6 pieces. And then I got something that's kind of like a healthy side. I'm actually pretty proud of this thing that I found. I didn't even know this was a thing that existed, but I was looking over in like the appetizers like side of the freezer section or whatever, and I found these and I was like, you know what? These are perfect for what I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and get everything ready, shall we? Alrighty, while I'm getting my ingredients out, I'm gonna go ahead and let my future editing self take over with the budget breakdown of this episode.
Alrighty, so we're going to be making a supreme pizza, so that means pepper, sausage, and other than that, we just got the essentials for pizza making. So for the dough, I got dough for $1.28. For sauce, I got the sauce for $2.36. And I will say this, when I went to Walmart, their shelves were like pretty wiped out, so I probably could have got cheaper sauce, but that was like the cheapest sauce I could find. And then I got a singular bell pepper for 67 cents. A pound of mozzarella shredded cheese for $3.98. And then the last thing for the pizza, I got a pound of Italian sausage for $3.98 as well. Alrighty, and I'm gonna be totally honest, I kind of cheated with the side. I've been doing sides with all of these meals, and I wasn't really sure what to do for pizza because I'm gonna need to microwave the pizza, and I can't get a salad because you can't microwave a salad. So I ended up getting something random from the freezer section, and the side that I got was popcorn cauliflower, a little healthy snack, I think. Anyways, and that was $3.87. So that makes it so our grand total, drum roll, please. Butter. I just said butter repetitively and pretended that was a drum roll. We're going to roll with it anyways. And the grand total was $16.14, which I believe this comfortably makes 5 servings. So that calculates to being roughly $3.24 per serving, which I think is a fantastic deal.
Okay, and now I am going to go ahead and say this. For the budget breakdown, I used just the price of a singular bell pepper, but the point of this show is for me to save myself some money. So I didn't buy any ingredients I didn't need because for the recipe that I made a couple weeks ago, I got this bag of mini peppers, and I still have enough here to quickly chop them up and throw them on my pizza. So the first things first, what we're going to do is cook up the sausage because the sausage obviously needs to be cooked, and then these peppers will not cook like while they're on the pizza, so I need to cook these up first before throwing them on the pizza. Some people, they'll just throw the like raw veggies onto the pizza and hope that they cook, but because I'm going to be cooking it at a high temperature for a short amount of time, it's not going to have enough time to cook while it's on the pizza. So I'm going to go ahead and start chopping those up, and yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into that. Okay, so I'm just kind of going to be chopping these up into like little like bite-sized pieces. If you have a regular bell pepper, I also would recommend cutting them up into almost bite-sized pieces because even though having the long strips could be good, I'm planning on cutting these up into square little slices instead of the regular pizza slices. So I just think that it would make sense to make them smaller. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let my future editing self do a voiceover, and I'm gonna time lapse this part.
Alrighty, it's chop time, and I'm gonna be totally honest, I sucked with these because the big thing was they had a bunch of seeds that would be right on the top, so getting the seeds out was a pain in the butt. And then for a couple of these, you'll see me like pull them off screen because I did not even get close to getting all the seeds out properly. But yeah, there's me cutting them up.
Alrighty, so for these, we're just going to go ahead and put a little bit of oil on the stove and heat it up at about a little more than medium heat. And let this cook up. Yeah, so while we're letting these cook, I am going to go ahead and preheat my oven. Like I said, I like doing pizzas for high temperatures for a short amount of time. So for me, I'm going to be cooking it at 475 degrees. So we're going to go ahead and preheat that oven. And then, while these are starting to cook up, we're also going to go ahead and grab our Italian sausage and start cooking it up on this pan. Once again, putting it at a little bit more than medium heat, and those are both going to take about 4 or 5 minutes to cook up, and meanwhile we can start getting everything else ready. So
Alrighty, so here's a little time lapse of the meat and the peppers cooking up. The peppers cooked really fast, I'm not gonna lie, I really like that. Personally, I prefer my peppers to be cooked a little longer. So some people would probably call them burnt. I just call them extra crispy and extra yummy. But yeah. Oh, and while we're at it, the seasonings I put in the meat that you just saw was just onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of basil. Alrighty, now for the fun part, we gotta separate the dough. I like to call myself a dough master if I'm being totally honest here, because I've almost like gotten perfect with making a perfect circle out of these. But basically, you just want to go ahead and put your dough on your baking sheet, and then give it a bunch of flour. Throw some flour onto it, pat it down. Make sure the entire perimeter is covered in flour. And then I like to start off by flattening it down a little bit with my hands and then letting gravity do the work. So you'll see in a second here, I'm going to start picking it up and then just kind of like letting it hang down a little bit. And yeah, that is a great way to start. And then obviously after that, you start using your fist and start moving it in a circular motion. And I'll show you what I do with the tray from there. Alrighty, so first things first, I'm just going to go ahead and slam that dough back down. And the next thing we're going to want to do is get a little roller toy and just try rolling it out as much as possible. And then putting oil underneath it, because that'll help it spread all the way to the end of the pan. And it will also help it get a nice golden brown crust underneath it. But now it's time to make the pizza. So we're going to go ahead and put our sauce down. I got this sauce because it was like the only option I could find, but it had roasted garlic and stuff in it, so I'm like, that's good, that works. So I'm just gonna pour a decent amount on here. Big thing is you don't want to do too much sauce, because if so, you're gonna end up with a really soggy pizza, and especially since these are ones that I'm saving for later in the week, don't do too much sauce. And then for cheese, use the entire 1 pound bag, because this is a pretty large pizza. And then same thing with both of the toppings. You're gonna just want to shove as much toppings onto there as you possibly can. So there's all the sausage, there's all the peppers, and now we're gonna throw it in the oven.
Okay, so the pizza's in the oven. We're going to go ahead and kind of see what all I need to do to potentially prep this side, because I actually have no idea how this is going to work. But the side that I got that I'm really excited about is called popcorn cauliflower. And basically, they're just like little, you know how popcorn chicken is? It's that, but with cauliflower instead. And I figured this could be like a good, like, healthy side to have with this pizza, because I was trying to come up with a side. And my main problem I was having was like trying to have a healthy side for pizza. Usually you would think like salad or something, but I've been microwaving just the entire container whenever I go on my breaks. And you can't microwave a salad. That's like Gordon Ramsay himself has said it.
Is there anything today that I ate that wasn't microwaved? The salad. You fucking donut. Of course you don't put a fucking salad.
That it wasn't here.
Guys, I'm not laughing.
So, instead what we're going to be trying is these popcorn cauliflowers. I'm going to try to read the instructions. They say you should air fry it for 10 minutes at 400 degrees, or if you're doing it in the oven, do it for 425 degrees for 13 minutes. So yeah, I might just throw these on a tray and throw them in the oven as well. So that way they're at least cooked correctly, and later in the week when I reheat them, they are A-okay and ready to go. So, gonna go ahead and do that as well, and then I'm gonna meet you when everything is out of the oven. I've given it time to rest, and it's time to throw everything into the containers. So, I will see you guys momentarily. Alrighty, and the pizza is officially out of the oven. That's the beautiful final product, and like I said, we're gonna be cutting these up into squares. And I think, I don't know exactly how much squares I'm going to be cutting them into, but more than likely, this is going to make about 5 servings, give or take. And then also, like I said, this appetizer is going to be like pretty optional. Like obviously, if you want to go with something else, you are 100% welcome to. I just really wanted to try these, and I'm going to be honest, they are pretty good. Alrighty, so I went ahead and set up my Tupperware containers here, and I already went ahead and sliced the pizza as well. The reason I'm doing square slices, for anybody who was curious about that earlier, these containers are definitely not going to be able to fit regular full slices of pizza, so I figured I might as well cut them into little squares and just kind of throw them in. So, I will go ahead and say this. My cutting job is terrible. I know, a lot of these slices are going to be very uneven from one another, and I don't want to get bullied for it. So, if you are thinking about bullying me for it, please don't. That would be very mean. But obviously, live your best life, do whatever you want. Don't let some random guy on the internet tell you what to do. I'm gonna time lapse this because this is gonna be a struggle.
And yeah, so I want to stop this video real quick and let you guys know how long to cook the pizza for, because I realized I forgot to do that. So basically, like I said, I like to do it high temperature for a short amount of times. I preheated my oven to 475 degrees. I personally cooked mine for about 10 minutes because I like having it like medium like cooked. Some people like theirs with extra crispy crust. If you want that, cook it for an additional 3 or 4 minutes. Some people, if you prefer doughy crust, you can do it for about 8 minutes. Either way, you could cook it to whatever level of goldenness you want the crust to be. And then, yeah, here's just me finishing loading these up. Alrighty, so that's all the pizzas, and then, like I said, for the side, what I did was totally optional. You can do literally anything else. But I got these little cauliflower popcorn thingies. I'm just gonna kind of load up the side thing over here. I'll probably be bringing like ranch or barbecue sauce or something on the side for these, but I'm not entirely sure if I will or not. So that's just tentative. But yeah, just gonna load these up, and I will see you guys for the outro.
Okay, so that took me a little bit longer than it probably should have. It took me about an hour, but to be fair, I was letting the stuff cool down for a little bit, and I worked on a lot of really productive stuff actually. So I'm really proud of myself. But anyways, so those are all done. Like I said, that made about 5 servings. The side that I used, I got 2 bags of those frozen things. I probably could have got 1 bag and then just spread them out a little bit more. But overall, I think that this is a good meal. I think it's gonna be fantastic. I think for the price, you can't beat it. I love pizzas, and I love that for the most part, if you want an affordable pizza, you just take off a couple of the toppings, like, what's it called? I did a 2-topping pizza, and it was pretty affordable. If I did pepperoni instead of sausage, it would have been even cheaper. So little things here and there can save you some money, and I think that that's fun. But that being said, that was it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming by and checking it out. I love and appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bow. Bow. Bow.